Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you here. And again, I say see you. Don't know why I always say that. But I wanted to go over a few COVID-19 numbers real quick. And I'll tell you why, because I'm not sure that I'll get it up on the whiteboard this evening and make the video tonight, because I might be trying to get a podcast episode up. We'll see. But I'm going to tell you these numbers now because I have them written down on a piece of paper. And I want to talk about survival rate. How has it drastically changed before or after? And I've told you not only my opinion, but it's a fact. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. My opinion was we were doing better, and when I investigated the numbers when I started doing these, turns out my opinion was a fact, and I didn't realize it. Actually, it was the fact was higher than I thought it was. So I want to talk about the beginning of the 3 months going up to the vaccine. Let me go through this quickly with you. So, keep pace. On September 26th, we had a 92% survival rate here in Connecticut. 92% as a whole. October 30th, we had a 93.51% survival rate as a whole. Out of everyone who got COVID. Not the state, by the way. People in the state of Connecticut, because as we already know, 90% of Connecticut didn't even get COVID-19, even up to this point, or roughly thereof. November 10th, 94.32% survival rate. And the day of the vaccination rollout, 96.34%. The day of the rollout of the vaccine in Connecticut, we had a 96.34% survival rate. So we went from September 26th at 92 up to December 13th, 96.34, which is a 4.43 increase. So before the vaccination rolled out, we were already trending upwards in survival percentages. In every category, by the way, every category, we were making some moves. January 28th, we were at 97.1. I'm going to go back to talk about this other for just a second. From September into October, there was a 1.51% increase. From October to November, there was a 0.81 increase. From November into December, it was a 2.02 increase. Percentage-wise, up 2%. January 28th, 97. Now we're at the after the vaccine. 97.17, which was a 0.83 increase. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, good. Let's see if we can get it every month that way. Of course, with the vaccine, first month, I'm not worried about it. It might not really kick in, but by the second month, it's definitely going to be higher. February 25th, 97.27. 0.10 was only 0.10 increase in survival rate. Surely the third month, going into March, at the end of March, definitely. Vaccines have been really out there. It'll definitely be higher. It'll finally kick in. 97.43% survival rate. So 0.16. Maybe those numbers are wrong. Maybe the CDC, the Connecticut Department of Health just made a mistake. I don't know. April 28th, 97.60. That's a 0.17 increase. Where's the big jump? We're doing worse in survival rate percentage moves than we did before the vaccine. Interesting. So in that, from January to April 28th, there was a 1.26 increase in survival rate. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll take any survival rate possible. Absolutely whatever jumps we can make, I'm all in. I'll take a 0.10. I don't care. If it's going upwards, I'm good. But here's the problem. September to December, we made a 4.5% increase without the vaccine. I'm a little confused. And not only that, let's move on a little bit. So December 13th, we had 146,761 cases here in Connecticut with 5,363 deaths. So the whole year, from January to December 13th, that's 12 months I'm sorry, I'm 2 weeks off of it, but basically 12 months. You're averaging roughly 12,230 cases per month in that time span and 446 deaths per month. April 28th, now we've had a total of 337,961 deaths, cases, 8,080 deaths. What's the difference? Well, in that 4-month span, there was 191,200. Wait a minute. That can't be accurate. How can in a whole year in Connecticut there be 146,000 cases and we were in dire straits and shut everything down, ruin people's lives, make them go on welfare if needed, depend on the government, destroy people, suicides, drug overdoses, people drinking themselves into oblivion, into depression because they can't survive, or they feel like they're failures because they can't take care of the family. Good call, Connecticut. Good call. 191,200 deaths. Cases in 4 months. 2,717 deaths in those 4 months. That is an average of 47,800 cases and 679 deaths per month. At that rate, on top of the original 5,363 we're talking about, you would have another 573,000 cases, 573,600 cases and 8,148 deaths this year. 5,363 total last year, just in the whole year. So you would have an increase. After the vaccine, don't worry, we're not going to, because the vaccines are working. No, they're not. That's a baloney. What is working is to be able to now say the vaccines are working. See, that's the deception. We know that people died of other things. There have been many people who joked about it, and they didn't joke about it in a happy sense that, there's COVID. What they were saying is, and I can't remember, one comedian had said this, I had caught him on the radio saying, the greatest thing that ever happened in this country is COVID-19 because all the other diseases disappeared. They don't want us using our brain, even though sometimes it's right out in the open. You will see other things pop up after this vaccine. You will see an increase there'll be an increase in heart attacks, there'll be an increase in cancer deaths, there'll be an increase in a lot of things. I'm not saying it's going to go through the roof, and I don't want us to say because I don't want people to die, but after the vaccine, everybody's got the vaccine shot, which is what they wanted. They wanted to sucker everybody in. Once you get that shot now, then they're like, look, it's gone down. Now we got to work on some other things that just happen to rise up. Oh, we got to get more funding for cancer now and heart attacks and stuff and heart disease because now it's back on the rise again. Back on the rise? You were just marking it up as COVID. Get out of here. And by the way, I always feel like I have to say this. I believe COVID-19 exists. You'd be a moron not to believe that an actual strain doesn't exist. Of course it does. It exists like the flu exists. Colds exist. It exists. It's there. So people say, oh, you just don't believe it. No, I'm not those whack nuts way out there in right field, because we have right and we have left, so we have to differentiate. There are other people in the way left that got other issues. But no, I don't believe this doesn't exist. It's just not what you think it is. It's not to the level of which they made you believe. And then they put these people out there, and I feel sorry for them. And I saw a video they put out there. It goes, I was an anti-masker and I regretted it. They got that video and it stays on YouTube. But when I said you don't need the mask, it's not that bad. People are going to eventually get better from this. Once the body adjusts to it, things will make the turn. Oh no, take that video down. See, hope is not a driving force, but hate and fear is. That's sad. And I'll say it like I always say it, and I don't have it. Where is it? I'm out of control today. Am I out of view? Oh, I'm out of view. With this right here, there is so much you can conquer. so much. I don't mean armies like conquering, walking down to Jericho or anything like that. I mean, you can conquer so much in life with this. No, you don't need a self-help? Yeah, maybe I need self-help for my grammar. Self-help for all those things. You don't need those. Those are all money-making machines. Right here. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's a 10-minute video. I wasn't going to make it that long. Well, I didn't think I was going to make it that long. As always, God bless. I love you. And you are safe.